Dear students, today we are going to discuss the concept applications of matrices related to our topic matrices. So let us see applications of matrices. The application is to find a solution of simultaneous linear equations. Now we know that uh, the simultaneous equation, what is the meaning of simultaneous equation? Means suppose if we consider the following pair of simultaneous linear equations in two variables, such as suppose first equation is a1x plus b1y is equal to c1, where a1, b1, c1 are constants, means real numbers, and x and y are two variables. This is called as linear equation. Now suppose if you take another equation, a2x plus b2y is equal to c2, where x and y are variable and a2, b2, c2 are real numbers, means constant. So these are the two simultaneous linear equations in two variables, where x and y are called as unknowns, that we have to find out. By solving these two equations simultaneously, we get a unique value of x and y. Now by using the technique of matrix, or by using the applications of matrices, we can solve these equations to get the values of x and y. Suppose these two equations, suppose it is that are equation number 1. Now if we consider the 2 by 2 matrix formed by coefficient of x and y, suppose if you form the 2 by 2 matrix by the coefficient of x and y from both the equations like this, suppose A is equal to, write in matrix a1 b1 and a2 b2 like this. This is 2 by 2 matrix formed by coefficient of x and y. And if we consider the matrix X, such as xy, whose order is 2 by 1, and matrix B is equal to C1 C2, it is the matrix of the constant C1 C2 on the right hand side of the equation. So we consider the matrix A, which is of coefficient of x and y, then matrix X, and then matrix B. Now if we consider the matrix equation, means by using these three matrices, we find out the matrix equation as, suppose A into x is equal to B. So let us see. If we write like this, matrix A into matrix X is equal to matrix B. So consider this equation. Now if you multiply this left hand side, means if you take the multiplication between the matrix A and matrix X, then you know how to get the product between the two matrices. So see here, it is a1x plus b1y, means how will you get that? By multiplying first row into first column, we get a1x plus b1y. Okay, then second row into first column, we get a2x plus b2y. So overall this is the product between A and X, and is equal to the matrix B as it is. So RHS keep as it is. Now if you compare both the matrices, this one and this one, means left hand side is equal to right hand side, then by the equality of matrices, suppose this is, if you consider this as a equation number 2, and by equality of matrices we get a1x plus b1y is equal to c1. Just compare, because these two matrices are equal. So what will you get? A1x plus b1y is equal to c1, and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. This is just by equality of matrices. So what is your conclusion after this? See here. Hence, the matrix equation number 2 means this is called as matrix equation. It is equivalent to pair of simultaneous linear equations given by equation number 1. Means this pair of simultaneous linear equations is same as or is equivalent as the matrix equation. So this is the relation between pair of simultaneous linear equations in two variables and this matrix equation. So you can compare like this. So first of all, here we write two simultaneous equations in two variables. Then we form the matrix of coefficient of x and y. Then we write matrix X, matrix B, and just by taking the matrix equation Ax is equal to B, we compare the matrix equation with the given pair of simultaneous linear equations, and we observe that both are equivalent to each other. Okay, so this relation is very useful. Means how to convert the pair of simultaneous linear equations into the matrix equation. That is our main part, to find a solution of simultaneous linear equations. Okay, now this can be also applied for three simultaneous equations in three variables. Means suppose you have three simultaneous equations given in three variables, such as like this. Suppose first equation is a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1, where a1, b1, c1, d1 are real numbers or constants. Suppose another equation is a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2, and third equation is a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3. So these are three simultaneous linear equations in three variables. So here x, y, z are three unknowns, means three variables. So there are three equations. Now this can be also written by matrix equation as, suppose ax is equal to b, then you can write like this. First matrix is of coefficients of x, y, z. Second matrix x, which is of unknowns x, y, z, and is equal to, on the right hand side we get the matrix of these constants d1, d2, d3. So these three simultaneous equations can be converted into matrix equation like this. Okay, and this is the very useful relation between the simultaneous equations and matrix equation. Okay, now by this knowledge we will solve the simultaneous equations in two variables as well as in three variables by using matrix method, that is called as applications of matrices. So let us see. So to find a solution of simultaneous linear equations by matrix method, we have two methods. First is inversion method and second one is reduction method. So there are, as applications of matrices, there are two methods. One is inversion method and another is reduction method to find a solution of simultaneous linear equations. Okay, now today we are going to discuss first method, that is inversion method. Okay, so let us see inversion method. Now suppose if we consider a system of linear equations and suppose we express it in the matrix form Ax is equal to B, where A is non-singular matrix, means determinant of A is not equal to 0, then we know that A has unique inverse A inverse. So if you have the system of linear equations, then we can write that linear equations into matrix form like this: Ax is equal to B. See here, suppose if you write the matrix equation like this: Ax is equal to B, as we have discussed just now, Now to solve this equation to get the values of unknowns, if we pre-multiply both sides by A inverse, then see what will you get. A inverse into bracket Ax pre-multiplication. So A inverse into Ax is equal to, on the right hand side it is A inverse into B. Now you can write here bracket A inverse into A into X by associative property is equal to A inverse B. Now we know that as inverse exists, so it is A inverse into A is equal to I. So this can be written as Ix is equal to A inverse into B, and hence we get this relation, that is X is equal to A inverse into B. Now here X means what? X is the matrix of variables, means you can say it is the matrix of unknowns. And if you want to find out that unknowns, then how will you get that? It is equal to A inverse into B. This is the inverse of the matrix A into B is the matrix of right hand side's constant. So by this way you can calculate or you can solve the system of linear equations to get the values of two unknowns or three unknowns, like this. So this is called as inversion method. Why it is called as inversion method? Because to get the values of unknowns we have to find out the inverse of a matrix, and we know that how to find out the inverse of any square matrix, which is non-singular matrix. Okay, now I will explain just one example in this lecture. So let us see, as we get a unique solution to the given system of linear equations. Okay, so let us see one question. The question is like this: solve the following equations by inversion method. Suppose you have two equations given to you: 2x plus 3y is equal to 5 and 6x minus 2y is equal to 4. So these two pair of equations with two variables or two unknowns. So we have to determine the values of x and y by using matrix method or by inversion method. So let us see the solution. First of all, we write the matrix A, which is the matrix of coefficients, that is 2, 3, then 6 minus 2. Then matrix X is of unknowns, that is x, y, and matrix B is equal to right hand side is constant, that is 5, 4. Now given equations can be written in matrix form as, so we know how to convert the given pair of equations into matrix form, like this: Ax is equal to B. Now as we have to use here inversion method, so we have to follow that procedure, that pre-multiplying both sides by A inverse. What will you get? See, again same, A inverse into bracket Ax is equal to A inverse into B. Now by associative property you can write like this, and hence we get Ix is equal to A inverse into B, where I is called identity matrix, and hence we get X is equal to A inverse into B. And this is the very useful relation to get the values of X and Y, so that we can solve this simultaneous equation to get the unique solution of these two equations. So now further we have to find out A inverse, because we know the matrix A, which is formed by the coefficients of x and y. So to get the A inverse we can use any method, elementary transformations or adjoint method. In elementary transformations you can use row transformations as well as column transformations, or you can use adjoint method also. Here I have used adjoint method. So if you use the adjoint method, then we have to find out the minors and cofactors of elements of this matrix. Okay, so remember, you can prefer any method here to get the inverse of the matrix. Here I have used adjoint method. So see the minors. First of all, here we have to find out the determinant. So what is the determinant? Determinant here, minus 4 minus 18 is equal to minus 22. So now minor M11 is equal to, so minor of this element. You know how to find out the minors. See, remove row and column. So here the minor is minus 2. Then cofactor A11, that is equal to also minus 2, because you know the formula for cofactors. Minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1, that is minus 1 raised to 2 is plus 1. So plus 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. So minor is minus 2 and cofactor is also minus 2. Then next is minor of this element, minor of A12, that is M12, means minor of this element. Again remove row and column, we get 6. Then what about cofactor? Sign changes. Here A12 is equal to minus 6. Okay, we have solved this minors and cofactors in detail in our previous lecture. Okay, so let us revise that. Then next one is minor of this element, minor of A21. So after removing row and column, we get 3. And again cofactor will be minus 3. 2, 1, 2 plus 1, 3. Odd index. So if you have odd index, then change the sign. 3 becomes minus 3. Last one, minor of this element, minor of A22, written as M22, that is equal to 2. Removing row and column. Okay, and hence cofactor is also equal to 2, because 2 plus 2 is 4, that is even index. So in case of even index, don't change the sign. So these are the minors and cofactors. Now to get the inverse of a matrix by adjoint method, first of all we have to write matrix of cofactors. So Aij is the matrix of cofactors. So it is written like this: minus 2, minus 6, then minus 3, 2. And what is the meaning of adjoint of A? We know that adjoint of A is equal to transpose of this cofactors matrix, and hence just by taking the transpose we get the adjoint of the matrix. Okay, so this is the given matrix A. Then we find out the determinant, that is equal to minus 22, and then finding out the minors and cofactors, we get the cofactors matrix, and by taking the transpose of that cofactors matrix we get the adjoint. Okay, now as per the adjoint method, we know that A inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. It is called as inverse of a given matrix. So here in this case, it is equal to 1 upon minus 22 into this adjoint. So this is the inverse of that matrix A, and matrix A is called as, it is the matrix of coefficients of simultaneous equations, coefficients of two variables in simultaneous equations. Okay, now from equation number 1, that is x is equal to A inverse B, how will you write? A inverse, it is equal to, A inverse is written here, into B. Into B is 5, 4. So minus 1 upon 22 or 1 upon minus 22, keep as it is. Just take the multiplication between this matrix and this matrix. Now you know how to take the multiplication. Now 1 upon minus 22 as it is. Now first row into first column. So minus 2 into 5 is minus 10. Then minus 3 into 4 is minus 12. Okay, first row, first column is completed. Then second row into first column, that is minus 6 into 5 is minus 30 plus 2 into 4 is 8. So we get like this. Now after calculation it is equal to 1 upon minus 22 into the matrix is, this is called as column matrix, that is minus 22 minus 22, and if you multiply this minus 1 upon minus 22 with this, then we get just 1 1. Now what is x? X is the matrix xy, it is the matrix of two unknowns, means x and y variables, and it is equal to, we get finally 1 1. So again, by equality of matrices, by comparing both sides, we get the solution of given linear equations is x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. So finally we have solved that two equations by using matrix method, so that we get x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. So this is called as inversion method to get the solution of given linear equations. Okay, so today we have discussed the pair of simultaneous equations in two variables. In our next lecture we will solve the equations, system of linear equations, means system of linear equations in three variables. Okay, thank you.